I'm getting in.
Why don't you start it? I'm already filming.
Okay, thanks. Important smile.
Is there anything you would like to talk about today?
Is it still my first breath? As in that was a half breath?
Ah, that was half breath.
But I won't drag it out.
And we're back. So, what is it that you would like to speak about today? Anything that comes to mind? Anything interesting that you've read? Hey, nice drop me into the questioning mode there before. Thank you.
Yeah, so I mean, I've had a moment's more time to contemplate that little piece of information than you, because I just dropped that one on Sheila after she got in the ice bath to see what her response might be. So,
And this is with regards to the European Court's vaccination for children.
that's sorry, you left out an important word there, mandatory.
Oh, mandatory.
Yeah.
But they won't hold you down, but it's mandatory.
So you might have heard Sheila's view on that, which, you know, particularly sort of from a mum's perspective as well, you know, but for me it raises another, or it points to another issue which I think we are really facing. In fact, I feel like it's maybe an issue that's at the very crux of what we're dealing with. Let me give you an example of something. If we had, let's talk about democracy. If we got 100 people, and let's say 70 of those people, I don't know, like I used to be, blonde, and fair-skinned, and let's say the other 30 people were not. And let's say something went to a vote or whatever, including, let's say, where the people who weren't blonde could live, or any restriction on their lives. So 70%, let's say there's a couple of, you know, thinkers in there, but let's say that 68% vote to do something that essentially represents an imposition on the 30%. That's democracy, right? Majority rules. See a little problem? I read once, many years ago, a statement about democracy, which was summed up as 2 lions and a lamb deciding what's for lunch. And it does show one of the little issues associated with democracy as we currently seem to understand or use it, or engage with it. And so I think what this says to me is the democracy, I don't know of a better system than democracy at this point, out of governmental systems that we've seen in recorded history.
That's never been.
But what it does show, I think anyway, is that the importance of the value system that the democratic process is based on. Because otherwise we can literally have 8 out of 10 people vote to kill 2 people, and democratically that's sound.
Yeah.
Right, so we have to look at the value base sitting underneath the democracy.
Hang on, honey. Hang on. The current new flight path.
Oh, the one that's a little different to what was planned.
That too is democracy, apparently. Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, anywho, that's just our beef. So we're going to be talking a lot about that topic and related topics around to what is the ideology or the value base that sits underneath the democratic process? Because we're hearing a lot of rhetoric around, for the greater good. And that article talks to that sort of topic. And it says quite sensibly from a logical point of view, if you disregard some of the underlying value issues, that indeed to achieve, herd immunity, if you're going to use the term, as it seems to be used a lot these days, which doesn't talk about the various types or ways that herd immunity can come about, e.g. natural, having a disease and getting over it, affording yourself lifetime immunity, etc. But
Hey Tim, people yelling polio.
yeah, that's, do some research, look into that one a little bit as well. But we're sounding all anti-vax, and really, it's such a cliche now, but it's about pro-choice, and really, the I want to drill down in future sessions, and maybe in some of our longer form articles on our Undoctrinate YouTube channel, around this idea of really having a good hard look at the value system that's underpinning our current idea of democracy. Because there's all sorts of nonsense being pulled, it would seem. And until we get back and just say, how far can we impose on an individual's choice and self-determination and sovereignty, and still think that it's okay? So there might be a topic we'll drill down on, hey? That's about it for me. I need to focus a bit on some breathing and actually get some health benefit from this rather than some shivers. Bye for now.
Bye.